to do a choices.
Pixelberry's doing choices tier list. Now, a lot of these guys, there's a billion people here. I swear there are too many love interests here. Okay, so they want me to put them in order. I want to grab Cass since I'm reading this one right now. And I just want to put him at the bottom immediately. Like, he's a vampire. Like, we don't care that you hurt your wrist. Like, why does YN in this story with Cass, why does she care that he broke his wrist? He's a murderous vampire. Why do you feel so much sympathy for him already? Like, why are you going off in the woods alone with him? You watched him murder someone the first day you met him. He's not the worst thing. He is entertaining. He's not the worst. He didn't hurt anybody so far, but hey, I did not read the whole thing. I have not played this guy. I barely played Blood. What is this one? Bloodbound? No, haven't played Bloodbound. Or It Lives in the Woods. I dabbled in It Lives in the Woods. Mrs. Nope. I played this, but I didn't pick her as a love interest. I don't want to name this terrible. I should put didn't pick because there's a lot of people I just didn't pick. And there's nothing wrong with them. Did not pick this Anna person, did not pick this person or this person. So we're filtering through a lot of girls. It's all right. I'll filter through. We have Caleb. I actually picked Caleb. Caleb was annoying. The way he let Brian boss him around for, 3 books straight, and then finally gained a backbone and a spine, it was too late. Is he neutral? Is he vaguely good? He was pretty bad as a love interest. He could have stood up for himself. He had no spine. At least Cass has a spine. Oh my gosh. What is this? Cassius? I liked Cassius. I really don't care. Cassius was a little boring, but I liked him. I did. Logan? No, Colt? My bad. Colt was fun. Colt was very fun. I liked it. When you kiss Colt and he's like, what do you think you're doing? Or what are you doing? Like, I like how he questioned what you're doing, but he's like doing it too. Those scenes were fun. I was like, Colt, we're up to no good. Stop it. Alright, Emma, I did not pick you as a love interest. I left you as my best friend. That's all. All the animated characters, I could not get into this one. I started this one, did not finish this one. So, it's annoying to just like put all these and didn't read. I'll just skip over them. Tori, oh my gosh, I named her Ava. Ava? No, you are our friend and you should have told us about Mason. Stop it. Absolutely not. The Horseman from Desire and Decorum. Did not pick him. He had 0 scenes. He wasn't really a love interest though. He was just kind of like there. This girl, she was cool. I just didn't pick her. I just did not pick her. Mason, it's not that I didn't pick you, it's that you are very bad. You had a chance to redeem yourself and you didn't. All you had to do was tell us why you dated our best friend. You should have just said your dad forced you to or something. That's all. But no, there was no explanation. You just dated our best friend and you thought it was okay just because we didn't answer the phone. That was a stupid excuse. If he was honest about why he did it, you could have even said, oh, you liked her, or maybe you want to make YN jealous, but you didn't say anything. You just let that be, like you never redeemed yourself, so goodbye. Tatum, I loved me some Tatum. Tatum. I like Tatum. I like him checking the perimeter. He's good, but he was rushed at the end. I was like, Tatum's in love with us? He was like the coldest, coolest thing. He was so distant. And then all of a sudden, you hit this dirty 30 at the end, and he's like, I love you. And you're like, okay, Tatum, you didn't love us. All of a sudden, Tatum just fell madly in love out of the red, white, and blue. So unexpected. And then when we told him to leave and choose his job over us, he's like, yes, master. You are the master of my universe and the master of my world. I will leave my job for you. Like, he literally left his job and took whatever job. I forgot what it was about, but he just left so easily with no fight. And it was so stupid. I was like, what? Just because we told you to go get the job opportunity, you really left. That means leaving us too, stupid. If you want to fight for us, you should say, oh no, there's no a job in the world I'd take over you. Like, Tatum, go. Goodbye. You have no fight in you. Moving on. Next guy, because Sawyer is cute and fun. I did not finish playing this one. I didn't. I can't say I played it. I only played part of this, but I liked Sawyer so far. I did. Oh, wait, he was in Big Country Sky. I'm thinking of the other one. Neutral? I won't say Sawyer was bad. Oh, the guy from the Baby Bump. I did not play this. Did not play that one. Couldn't say, oh, it's the Noah. Noah was amazing. He was cool, he was chill, and he liked her, and he was aggressive. He actually went after her. Tatum, can't say too much about Tatum. But the good thing about My First Two True Loves is that Noah was a good love interest. He wasn't Colt, though. There's a difference. No, but he did have a backstory. There was nothing wrong with him as a love interest. I just hate the story. I should put him up here. He was good. Colt was just... Ride or Die was just a way better story, so it makes Colt look like an even better love interest. Colt, the way they end it, oh my gosh. Whoa. Colt just left her with a few vague words. It looked like they had so much more to go through together, and Colt was going through so much at the time. Like, oh my gosh. Just like Noah. They have, like, dark past and a lot they're going through. I don't know if that makes for a better love interest. It does make them less boring. It sure does. Trying not to skip over any faces. Oh! His name was Ian, was it? I did not finish this, but I did pick the professor, but I have not played this. I haven't finished playing this. I am so sorry. I gotta throw you down there. You know what? So far, I liked you. So you're up here with Sawyer. Not too much, not too little. You're just the right amount. Okay, Slater. Oh yeah, I liked Slater. I really don't care what anybody has to say. Slater was everything. I wish he was a love interest from the beginning instead of the guy, whatever the guy's name is. I named him J-Sun, Jason. So I named him Jason, and not Jason. Yes, Jason. Anyway, to honor the game Heavy Rain, when he's like Jason, yeah, that's why I named him that. I liked Slater. He was a bad boy. He was an actual bad boy. The Jason in that? Why was he titled a bad boy? He was a crybaby that eliminated himself off the show every freaking season. Why do they keep inviting him back to America's Next Eligible just so he can go and eliminate himself from the show? Like, that was so corny and lame. Like, he can really go. Whoever this Ben guy is looks really cute. He looks good. I don't know what story this is, so probably haven't read whatever it is yet. Oh my goodness, AJ. AJ was a good character. He really was. This was a very well written character. The issues he had with his parents, the innocence of his relationship, emphasis on innocence. I prefer, that's just me though, I prefer an innocent relationship. The most AJ did was hold this girl's hand. Maybe he kissed her a little bit. That's it. Like, and you got to see who he was. There were no distractions. You know, I like that about AJ. AJ goes to amazing. He really does. I really appreciated all that came with AJ. I named him Jesse, but his name is Derek, and he's not nameable. Yes, I renamed him even though he's not renameable. Derek was boring. He put me to sleep. You're not a bad person. You're just boring. Let me change bad to boring. He was just boring. It just really was. He was just too boring. I was like, no, Derek. Putting me to sleep. Oh, this is Blaine. Oh, I did not go down Blaine's route because Tatum. I had to pick Tatum, but Blaine was beautiful. I just didn't pick him. So I would not know. Again, Michael. I did not play him. I wasted my time with Caleb. I heard Michael was a great character. I am so sorry I did not pick you. I probably have to replay that and see what Michael's all about. I really do. Maria was bossy. I played Maria, annoying. Very bad and obnoxious. I just played her route just for the sake of it. Just for the heck of it. Because I had to, like, replay it and whatever. Yeah. Logan was boring. Logan? But I will always, to this day, anytime I see anybody with Logan's body type, I call it the Logan body. Because Logan was, like, beefed up like a beefcake and a horse and a... Yep. Buff as heck. But he was nice, but he was kind of boring. I didn't really care about Logan like that. He was cool or whatever. Like, that's all I can say about him. Soul! Oh my god, Soul. Soul was, I love Soul. Oh, he goes top tier. Love, again, innocent. They all kind of got that in common so far. The guys I put in amazing. Good boys finish first, and bad boys finish last. They are second. The bad boys, okay. I like good boys more. I like Soul. He was so adorable. Like, he was so shy and he blushed when you put that scarf around his neck or whatever. And he'd get flustered easily or whatever, and the jewels on his face would glow when he's flustered. But then there's these moments when you're like, where you guys are in the ship together, and you guys are working, and you're like, oh, what do we do to this planet, for example? Soul's like,
Blow it up. Destroy them. Kill every single person. Everything that moves. I want to see it blazing in an agonizing fire.
that's Soul. But Soul is also,
Yucky. Did you buy me a sweater? Oh, don't get too close when you put it on me. I'm blushing. She's so close to me. I'm embarrassed.
that's Soul. Soul is this or that, and I loved it. Oh my gosh. It was perfect. I love it. And he was so clueless when he's like, what's a party? I have to throw this thing called a party. P-A, it's called a party, Soul. Party. P-A-R-T-T-Y. Party? What is it? Okay, you know how to spell it, but you don't know what it is. Yeah. That was Soul. He was so clueless. He had to like research what a party entails. He's like, look, flashing lights, a party, right? It's fun. And I heard people drink drinks at parties. Yeah, I'm doing that. And I was like, look at how clueless and adorable he is. I like how he was extremely reserved and he's very serious about his job. He's pretty serious, and then he's like clueless. It was everything. I love the dimensions to his personality. And here's a crazy thing about it. I never finished Across the Void because when it hit that hiatus, I ended up deleting that account and then I never got my progress back. So I have to go figure out where I was in that and replay Across the Void and finally finish this. Because me and Soul, we are not done. Alright, moving on. Oh, I remember him. Timothy, what's his name? Thomas, what does it say? Tommy, Thomas. Thomas was in Mother of the Year. I did not pursue Thomas, but I did like Thomas. So I am neutral with Thomas. I did go for the guy with the curly hair that wanted to be a rock star. For some reason, he just had this lure to him. I just like that he was like a struggling music Prince, whatever, from Desire and Decorum. I picked him, but he didn't have any scenes. I was like, okay, now what? Prince Hamad, was it? Like, he had no scenes. And I was like, this is not my... I don't know. I feel like he just wasn't there. He was okay, but he wasn't really in the thing. He wasn't in the book. He was just like the Horseman. He was there, but he wasn't really relevant in the story. It's like the readers wanted you to pick Mr. Sinclair. If you don't pick Mr. Sinclair, are you really playing? Do you really have a love interest? No. So I did, after this, I did go back and pick Mr. Sinclair, but then I stopped playing it because I hated the Duke Richards and it was personal and I didn't want to read it anymore. And then he called his mama, her mom, yeah. We know the story. I hate Duke Richards, okay? The Duke is crap live. Who else do we got? I did not play some of these. The pictures are so tiny. Oh my gosh. Now there's two zoomed in. There's Sky. There's Mr. Sinclair. He was well written. Not gonna lie about it, Mr. Sinclair. You did what you had to do. You really did. Where are you, Mr. Sinclair? Where did you just go? I lost you in this freaking cluster of human beings. You're gone, Mr. Sinclair. You're gone and you're never coming back. I lost you. This guy from Across the Void, I didn't even know this was a love interest. I just liked Across the Void. It was just such a good book altogether. I might pick him. I don't know. I definitely gotta restart that one. This guy looks like Ian Somerhalder. I have not played, I want to say Across the Veil. It's not called Across the Veil. Every Veil, Wishful Veil, Red Veil, something Veil. Haven't played it yet. But Secret Veil, Veil of Secrets. There it is. He looks like Ian Somerhalder. I don't know if I can play this. That is a lot. Like, whoa, what? No, like, he's drawn in the likeness. He's drawn with Ian Somerhalder on the mind. Yes, he's drawn in the likeness of Ian Somerhalder, and that is hardcore. Anyway, yeah, who else do we got here? I did start Rising Tides. Some of the characters in Rising Tide look great, but, like, no. There you are, Mr. Sinclair, found ya. Get up here. You were very well written. You can go up here with honestly, I want to. Oh, the marriage proposal was super sad and everything. You can go up here with Tatum, actually. Even though I didn't read the third book, you can go up there with Tatum because I'm sure you were great through that one too. I did not like Endless Summer. I just couldn't get into it for some reason. It was just not my cup of tea. Oh, here it is. Levi, 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 Levi. This is who I picked in Mother of the Year. He was so fun and down to earth, and he accepted her for having a kid and all that crap. He may not have been financially stable, but Levi was such a good guy. He's so down to earth, and I liked him. You can go over here, Levi. Adam. That's what his name was by default. Ooh, hold on, hold on, hold on. Ooh, you know it, you know it, you know it. Listen, I think I'm about to put our first bad boy in tier. The top tier, the amazing tier. I love Kieran. Kieran is the GOAT! Kieran's the GOAT. Kieran was up to no good in that last chapter I read. Oh my gosh. Again, the choices, guys. Oh, the dirty 30s are insane. So, yeah. How do I go about saying this? So he was like, during the dirty 30 when she like ran away when she seen his ex or whatever. They're by this tree or whatever. She's crying. She told him to go away. He doesn't do it. They start talking. He says that that girl means nothing to him and that he's actually into her. And then they hook up in this dirty 30 or whatever. I purchased a dirty 30. Come on, said dirty 30. And then he's like, you have the option to what is it, touch his back or whatever. She's like rubbing on his back or whatever, something like that. And then immediately the heartlessness, is it the heartlessness or is it just that's just how these guys are these days in this app? Kieran, I almost want to say Regan and Bastian because they behave in the same manner when they get down to the dirty of the 30, you know? He says, grab that grab that hen out of that cage. Okay? Grab it by the neck, choke it, and kill it. And it's like, oh my god. And then she doesn't do it. He grabs her hen and forces her to grab the hen and choke it out until she kills it, essentially. Yeah, we all know what I mean by chicken and hen out of the cage. Yeah, we all know what happened. Yep. She has to kill that thing. So, yep. Okay, moving on. But he's a well-written character. I like how he has this battle within himself because he's heartless and he's trying to love her. And it was really sad. I don't know. I find this one super sad that he's heartless. The music in it is so good and so sad. When he said you don't deserve to be locked up in a tower with a heartless man, I was like, oh my gosh, you don't say that. You're not completely heartless and you're on a journey to finding your heart, so it's okay. Like, but you can at least admit that you like her back. So he's not the worst thing in the world, and she does not mind who he is. Like, I wish he wouldn't see himself. Like, he thinks he's so hideous when he transforms, too. It's super sad. He's like, you don't have to look at me. Do not feast your eyes upon this atrocity. And she's like, it's okay. Like, what the heck? The gentle feathers on his face. Like, she's always describing the look of him, not in a, like, monstrous way. She's like, oh, I like the delicate feathers brushing upon his face and the gentle winter air, whatever, something like that, you know. And he just doesn't want her to look at him. But yeah, I actually think he looks really nice in his transformation form, where he's like partially bird. He actually looks better than he does outside of it. But Longclaw is cute. That's a cute character. This whole story's cute so far. Didn't finish it, but yep, very cute story, very good story. Mal. Here's how I feel about Mal. Mal is a big time F boy. Now, I did not pick Mal, so I'm gonna put him in did not pick. Because I did pick the blue thing. Sorry, I forgot your name. Trials? Tyrell? I have trouble with his name. I picked Tyrell. That's who I was pursuing. He was... I liked him as much as I like these people. He's neutral. He's not everything I want him to be, but he's okay. He's okay. Could be better. Oh my god, Dakota, no. Dakota not Noah, but no, Dakota, you go up there, all the way up there. Dakota was everything. Oh my gosh, so well written. I like the nuances in his personality. It made him very realistic. The way he'd go from happy, bubbly, sarcastic, his dark sense of humor, and then there would be moments where he'd just completely lash out on you. Like when they used to play Plead the Fifth together, and then she was like, I know you, Dakota, just let me help you. And then she's like, get out of my room. Just because we played a couple of stupid games of Plead the Fifth doesn't mean you know me. You don't know me, so get out. And then she has to like leave the room. Like, what a cold thing to say to her. Like, he's yelling at her. And then she has to leave the room. She shaved her head for him. Dakota did not care, but he was going through something, obviously. But the way they fought, it was like, whoa, they have ups and downs, crazy highs and lows. It was like a real relationship. I don't know. Well, not saying it's got to be real because they're fighting, but when they disagree, they disagree. When they bump heads, those heads bump. Oh my gosh. And then he'd apologize and everything, make everything better. He'd be smiling again, but you can't help that Dakota is troubled at the end of the day. This sounds like such a simple term for what he was going through. Troubled, not a strong enough term. But oh my gosh, the way he just dies and the way she's shifting through time from when he was alive on graduation day. She's sitting behind the building because she can't even bear to be with anybody. She needs to be alone in private to read his last letters to her. And that's how the story continues. The music really sad and all the moments she has with Dakota. So fun. And he's quirky. Oh my gosh, his personality. Oh, I like how he ate that stupid ice cream and fries or whatever the freak that Dakota special was that he ate at the restaurant that Beatrice gave him. Oh my gosh. And she's like, how did you get a special named after yourself? He's like, you ordered it a few times and then they make a special out of it or something like that. I like that part. I like that he was Boston. Boston. Yes, he was Boston. Big personality. It was amazing. I never forgot. His name should have been Boston, not Dakota. That would have been cool. I don't know. Dakota, he's a Boston guy. Name him Boston. But Dakota was everything. Oh my gosh. When I close my eyes, it's you I see. And the way he was like fighting against time, like he had literally like a few more moments left. And he was trying to do everything like graduate, and then he ended up regretting it. And I was like, that's the worst thing is regret. He was looking back on how he was trying so hard to get into film school, and he was regretful that he didn't spend more time with Wyan instead. But what can he do? Like, and the fights. He regretted the fights too. He made a whole video about it like moments before he died, just talking about how he wished he would have spent more time with her, and he called her Teach. Oh, because when she taught him how to skate, because he never learned how to skate, or was it ride a bike? One of the two. But, yeah, she taught him that. And her mom was, oh my gosh, her mom was pissed. I understand because she didn't want her kid to go through what she went through, what she's already been through, with her dad and Dakota. And she worked at the hospital. She knew Dakota was sick. But the way she wanted them to stay away from each other to protect her daughter, but it's like, these are Dakota's last moments. Can they be happy with someone he likes? She knew what it entailed. And yes, when I read this, did I get my hopes up after the plasma freaking surgery or whatever? The plasma, what do you call it? Like, what do they call it when you give blood to somebody? Transmission, the plasma transmission, whatever it was. She gave her plasma and she was tested to see if her plasma would work or whatever. But then he got like plasmas from somewhere else, and then it just ended up not working. And then he literally had seconds after that. They watched movies together in the hospital bed. When they hooked up in the hospital bed, that Dirty 30, by the way, was one of the last classy Dirty 30s I've ever read. It was well done. There was a lot of asking for consent, not that needs to be literally just painted everywhere. If I push Dirty 30, that's the consent, okay? But I like how Dakota's like, ever done this before? She's like, no, have you? Or you can choose to make her say no. I made her say no. And he's like, well, neither have I, or whatever. He's like, may I take off the top? And then she's like, go ahead. He's like, may I touch your shoulder? She's like, sure. Now your leg. May I touch your leg? I don't know. I just like how he was just making sure everything was chill. But maybe he was being apprehensive because like, I've never done this. let me make sure these are the things I can do first. But the fact that he was gearing up for that moment, dang. Oh my gosh. And the nurse who helped it happen. That nurse is the realest one. She's a real MVP. Like, she knows this guy has, like, come on. Hospital rules my A. Like, please. He has 2 more minutes to live, and this is one of the things he wants to do before he goes. It was their prom night. Dakota's 19. She's 18. They're grown. They just became adults. He's been an adult for like 2 years so far. So that's just what happens in a hospital bed. I mean, yes, you'd think it'd be like traumatic for her, or maybe she just liked that was how it went down. I don't know. It wasn't a hospital bed, but it was with the Dakota. Dakota was probably one of the best. I kind of want to like scoot him right here because it was so hardcore. I haven't finished this one, so I'm gonna just leave. I want to call him Regan so badly because of that dirty 30 with all the demands. The fact that Kieran pulled her by her hair and yanked her to the ground like that, yes, it was optional. I clicked on it. It's intense how some of these characters are laying hands on these girls. Optional? Yes, it's optional, but they have the gall. Solo would never. AJ would never. Dakota has never. The only thing he did was raise his voice. Literally, Regan has raised his hand. Obviously, it's all consent. They all said yes to this, but Regan has raised the hand. Bastian, has he raised a hand? But Bastian was pretty aggressive. And yeah, whoa, yes, Bastian was horribly aggressive, actually. When he shoved her face into that tree trunk, and when they were doing that practice battle, yes, you have to pay diamonds for that. The practice battle, Bastian practically beat her up, scratched her, and it was like, oh, you got healing powers, you can heal back. What if I didn't get that power? Is it cool that Bastian just scraped a hole into her shoulder? Like, just, what? This is your love interest? Bastian beat her up. We all know Regan was handing out spankings. And then we got Kieran here who likes to yank people by the hair. Yeah. And then there's that part when he that dirty 30 where he pushed her on the ground. Yes, I like to test Kieran to see what he'll do. I'm like, does he actually have the gall to do these things? I'm always clicking on that purple flame like, I dare you. I actually dare you to do something. I freaking dare him, and he does it. He always does. He follows through. He's like, oh yeah, you clicked on that purple flame. So I'll either drag him off the floor with you right now. I'll either push you on the ground. It's gone. It's on. And that time we made us dress him. And then I was like, I'm going to put this button on wrong. So I made her miss a button on purpose. And that was a purple flame option. I forgot what he did. Did he slap her? Or did he choke her on that part? I don't know, but Kieran has a tendency for violence. Kieran does not mind. I know he's supposed to be heartless, but you're really hitting her. Like, wow. Whoa, Kieran. This is supposed to be the lure? Like, what is this? There's just this thing going on right now where it's just, we can call it what we want. We
call it a BDSM warning. Oh,
is that what it really is? I don't know. Kieran seemed kind of pissed, and it didn't really seem like she knew she was about to get hit. Us readers knew she was about to get hit because of the purple flame, but did the girl in the story know she was about to get yanked to the floor by her hair just because she told him to pour his own water? Like, really? We tell you to pour your own water and it's on? All right. Anyway, not complaining. I do like Kieran, though. Okay, moving on. What else guy do we have? That's probably like it. I didn't read that many of these guys, and that's probably the only ones. This girl? Oh, that girl's from America's Next Eligible. I named her Tatiana because it was hilarious. She looked just like that. Super funny. Sky. I did not pick Sky's love interest, but I'm sorry you're related to that face. The thing about Sky, she was not even allowed to be herself. It's so sad. Oh my gosh. So annoying how she was forcing herself to be who she wanted to be. And I was like, just let her be. Who is this? Khan? Why is Khan a love interest? He had a full-on son and Sloane liked him. Why are we trying to get where the guy she's been crushing on that she admires? I thought that was just so weird. In Perfect Match, I don't like how they were all passing her around like the group's hussy. I don't like that. Like, the whole group was allowed to run through that hoe. Like, whoa. There was even a scene where Sloane's like, she's ours. She's for us. Like, whoa. The whole crew can have her? And it's interesting that Sloane said that in front of everybody. And that's not in a choice. She just says it out loud, regardless if you're attracted to Sloane, if you ever want to be with her or whatever. She just says it out loud. So, Hayden knows he's sharing. Damien apparently knows this too, and Sloane knows she's optional love interest, so does Khan. But the thing about it, Damien actually gets upset with you when you hook up with Dames. Dames is you, but he really was like, oh, I don't think we should hook up for a while. Oh, you hooked up with Dames. I don't know how I feel about that. In a way, it's like cheating. But I'm like, but it's you. He's like, but it wasn't me. And you knew it wasn't me. Even after that. I don't know. And there was a scene where she kissed Dames goodbye after he decided to sacrifice himself when they were running out of that building. And Damien was like, I seen how you said goodbye to Dames. And it's like, yeah, it's literally, it was like you. It's like, yeah, but I'm like here. Okay, like Damien was being super freaking petty over this Dames crap, but we can literally date all 4 of you guys. And I didn't see you press Hayden, you didn't press Sloane, you didn't press Khan, but you pressing Dames for no reason. And Dames sacrificed himself. And then he was all sad about like, Dames is like me. I probably would have done that for you guys. Okay. But yeah, Damien goes top tier. He's so interesting with, the way he just did that, the way he held off from like hooking up. I like that. I don't like it when they're like robotic, like, you bought the dirty 30, let's get it on. And it's like, you don't have to do that. Beep boop bob. I'm a machine here to do. No, you don't have to do it. Just because I bought this dirty 30, you can say no thank you. Yes, I would appreciate it. I don't mind. It's not a waste of diamonds. I don't think so. You're allowed to say no. Because there was this time when I bought I think it was like a 20 diamond choice with Noah, and Noah did decline to follow through with all the activity. He's like, I don't really want to do this. I don't want my shirt off because there's a scar there and it's still very traumatic to like have my shirt off, and I want to put it back on. I'm pretty uncomfortable and I want to go back in the gym. And I was like, respect, Noah, thanks for telling me your boundaries. Like, you're allowed to not want to do this. And Damien, same. Damien, after he got traumatized in that freaking bunker, in that cage where they were playing with his mind, he didn't want to do anything either. And after the Dames thing, he really didn't like you. I don't think you can hook up with Damien until like, oh yeah, he's like, I hooked up outside? No way. He's like, I would never do that. Then he hooks up outside by the tree. Okay, Damien, you do get to hook up with Damien like eventually, but he has to like figure that out. Kieran was easy. Kieran was pretty easy. He's like, I wanted to do this from the day I laid eyes on you. Ah, of course you did. Where's your class, Kieran? Lack of class? Put that in the order of class. There we go. AJ had the most class then. Let me stop. But this is the order in which I like them. Kieran, you just keep going to the back because I'm not done with the story, and because the crap you pulled at the Dirty 30. You like literally pulled her hair. Like, whoa, you really did that. Alright, this guy looks great. I played whatever this was for a second, but did not finish it, so I do not remember what it was. I am having a hard time finding Bastian because he may have a face I do not recognize down here. Gabe. I like Gabe so far. I do. However, Gabe is basic. Gabe is a hunter, and I'm speculating, I'm not done with it, that he's also a vampire. He's just a vampire that is a vampire hunter. That's what I think it is about Gabe. It's not confirmed, but I feel like it is. Ethan Ramsey did not play that on like With Every Heartbeat because I don't know. It's just really no. Hospital? What? No. Not my cup of tea. Not something I would read. The Jason and Gabe. I don't even want to rank you guys. Is it? Which one of the guys are from Big Country Sky and who's Sawyer? I can't tell them apart. They cut off some of the names, so I don't know who is who anymore. And is Bastian allowed to be a girl? There's Hayden. Hayden was boring. I can't even put him in the ring. I'm so sorry. It's literally not even worth grabbing this picture and dragging it up there. He was so boring that it's not worth it. Not worth the effort. I will not do it. Dallas, I believe, was also in Big Country Sky. I read the beginning of Big Country Sky. Did not fin- Mark Anthony's. I did not like Mark Anthony. He was the worst thing. He was the worst thing in the world. I did not like him. He was literally a villain that you could romance. Like, didn't he kill your family or something? Or did he help? Oh, her brother? Ooh, her brother? No, let me stop. But that was her brother in the story. It didn't have to be. He had like the Logan body. He was the best looking guy, but you made the best looking guy in that story her brother. I could not stomach that. It was just not right. But it was a good story. I really liked how she was tracking down all the guys that killed her tribe. Did not finish that one either. But I should. I should do it. I cannot find Bastion. Where is he? There's Sam. You have to recognize Sam as this person. This is probably the person this person picked. It's better to go for the person in the cover art so we can like find them a little easier. But I'm not finding Bastion. But if Bastion was on this list, which he probably isn't. And where's the guy from Shipwrecked? I like Shipwrecked. It was decent. I actually read the whole thing. I'm not seeing some of the guys, and I don't remember his name. And they're probably showing some guy I would have never made him look like. I don't know. So they're probably here somewhere. Yeah, not seeing them. So I'm just gonna like pretend like they're there. Shipwrecked and Bastion. So the guy from Shipwrecked would go up here because I enjoyed him. Bastion, yes, would go to very good up here. Because I like Bastion, he had the reason to be acting like that. Regan had no business acting the way he was, but Bastion did. Bastion was literally half beast. Excuse me if he was aggressive and beating people up. He would literally turn into a monster. So he has an excuse for his aggressive behavior. I feel like the other ones don't. Kieran does have an excuse because he is quite literally heartless, so he gets away with it. But Regan, absolutely not. He doesn't. But yeah, that's about it. This is the tier because I can't find half the people, and these are all the ones I play. And most of these I did not play. And there's a lot of girls down there, and I don't play the girls as love interest ever. So yeah, boring over here. Logan was okay. Prince Ahmad was irrelevant. Caleb had no spine. Cass is entertaining so far. Sawyer is pretty chill. So is Ian. So is Thomas. So is Tyrell. They are cool. Cassius is easy. Slater is fun. Levi was deep. Mr. Sinclair had a dark past. You have no choice but to like him, really. Tatum's her childhood friend that turned out very serious. Like, he cried. Did he cry? I always retell this story. I always think Tatum cried when you had to do body shots on him. I think he just got emotional and didn't want to do them. I think he like laid down on the table or whatever, and she like put the body shots on him, and he's like, "No, I can't do this." And then he stops. Or was it the other way around where she had the body shots on her and she's like, "All right, go for it, Tatum." Tatum's like, "I can't." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, he really had. Oh my gosh, go check the perimeter then, Tatum." Anyway. And then there's Colt. Colt was super fun. Oh my gosh, the way he warms up to us, the way he didn't like us, the way he would like scoot away from us in the car. I was like, ew, he has a stanky little attitude when you first meet him. But he warms up. He really doesn't like you. All he does is make fun of you. Like, ew, you got this car? You're not cool enough for that. Like, why are you driving that? More like, drive something else. Ew. He's like, and then you're like asking, what color should I get my car? And he's like, if we're getting it for me, I get the pink, but that's me. I'm cool. You can go get the other color or whatever. Like, he just thought you were such a lame person, such a square. And obviously, motorcycles were his thing and not cars or whatever. Colt was cool. When you help him with his dad, like the fact that he goes to prom with you after everything that he just went through, but he does have to lay low because that gang is looking for him. He does think of it as a place to lay low, but he's also like, I gotta do this prom crap. And then he hooks up, you know, all that stuff. And it's like, wow. All in one night. You can tell he's like really going through it though. But yeah, this is my top 5 up here. Dakota, AJ, Soul, Damien, and Kieran. So far, these are my favorites.